Hi, Joe.
Hey, Tammy.
I have a question.
Sure. What's your question?
Why do my posts have less reach than yours on LinkedIn?
In order to understand how much reach a post has, you have to understand why your posts even go out to people to begin with. Why does LinkedIn even send people your posts? If you think about it, it has to do with how many followers you have. So if you go to your profile, click on your face, and you scroll down to articles and activity, you'll see a list of how many followers you have. It's a combination of people that actually follow you and people that are connected to you. Anyone that's connected to you is typically a follower unless they unfollow you. So if you only have 100 followers, if you only have 500 followers, you're probably going to get less views when you post something. As a matter of fact, LinkedIn only sends your stuff to about a small percentage, let's say 10% of your connections at one time, in order to test if this is something that people want to see. So if you have, let's say, 1,000 followers, I'll check how many followers you have right now. If you only have, let's say, 1,000 followers, the average CEO has 930 connections on LinkedIn. You have 1,700 followers. I have more than 10 times more followers than you. And as a result, when I post something, I'm probably going to get, just off the initial bout of getting it out on the feed, I'm going to get 10 times more views and possibly activity. There are other things that you can do in order for you to impact how many people actually see your stuff on LinkedIn. But the first step is to understand, why do some people get only 100 views versus some people off the first shot get 1,000 views? Does that make sense?
Yeah, do second degree connections come into play here?
Second degree connections only come into play if, number one, they're following a hashtag that you posted about. So for example, I have quite a few second degree connections that are following hashtags that I created based on my content. So for example, I posted a video that got 89 views so far this morning in the past 31 minutes. I got 17 likes and 13 comments. That means it's going to blow up. That's how I know if something's really gonna blow up. This video is gonna get thousands of views. I know that. Once people start rolling in, whether it's tomorrow, whether it's Tuesday, this video is really going to take off because I could see the level of engagement. Now, how does second degree connections even see this? Well, I created a few hashtags. One of them is called LinkedIn Mojo 30. And if you follow this hashtag, you'll see there's 146 people that are following it. A lot of the people that are following it are not even my connections. They're people that came across this video. They decided to click on the hashtag. They decided to follow it. And whenever I include that hashtag, it gets sent to those people. And then people are sharing it as well. You see these people are sharing it. A lot of these people that are sharing my stuff, like this second degree connection, is sharing it with their connections. And a lot of those are second and third degree connections. So the more people share your stuff, the more you put yourself out there, the more you use hashtags, the more you engage in your own posts. You see, I didn't even start engaging on this post here. I'm gonna go back here to my post, to my most recent video, and I'm actually gonna engage right here. I'm gonna go into the comments and I'm gonna reply to every single person's comment over here. And when I do that, it's going to get even more into the feed. They're going to see appreciation, and it's going to really start blowing up even more.
But look, Adam right there is a second degree connection. It sounded like you're trying to tell me that that must be because Adam is following your hashtag. I highly doubt it, right? Second degree, LinkedIn shows your posts organically to second degree connections when your first degree connections like or comment on your post.
Correct. So there are many different ways that it shows it to them. For me, the lowest hanging fruit, if you don't have a lot of engagement, is to use hashtags. That's why I use that example. But of course, every one of these people, when David comments on this, or when Benjamin comments on this, or when Carl comments on this, or any of these people, it goes back into their own feed, to their connections. These 17 likes that I got from these people, most of these are first degree connections. And when any of these first degree or even second degree connections like on this, it goes into their feed. So you're absolutely right. But what if somebody has very few connections and no engagement? Then you can still use hashtags that are very popular, that are followed, and that will get it into second degree connections and even further out there.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you.